In the middle of this massive, epic story, there's this one quiet moment, right before the storm breaks. It's just a warrior raising his bow. But in that one single action, an entire inner world of conflict just opens up. Today we're going to zoom in on that exact moment from the Bhagavad Gita.
But first, let's start with the feeling I think we all know. You're prepared, you've done all the work, you're right at the edge of that big moment, and then, boom, something inside you just freezes. That is the exact human feeling we're about to dive into.
To really get what's happening, you have to picture the scene. Up until this point, the battlefield of Kurukshetra has been just an explosion of sound. You've got the roar of warriors, the trumpeting of elephants. You can almost feel the tension crackling in the air.
All the formalities of war are done. The conch shells have been blown, their sounds echoing across the field like a challenge. The great commanders have been announced. Everything on the outside, every preparation is complete.
And right in the middle of all that chaos, all that collective energy, the focus suddenly zooms in tight on just one man. After all the listening, all the observing, our hero, Arjuna, finally makes his first move. And this is where the story pivots, from the armies to the man.
So let's get right into the verse itself. Because after all that noise and buildup, this first move from Arjuna, well, it speaks way louder than any word he could have said.
Atha vyavasthitān dṛṣṭvā dhārtarāṣṭrān kapidhvajaḥ pravṛtte śastra-sampāte dhanur udyamya pāṇḍavaḥ.
And now, let's just go over that one more time, a little slower. Atha vyavasthitān dṛṣṭvā dhārtarāṣṭrān kapidhvajaḥ pravṛtte śastra-sampāte dhanur udyamya pāṇḍavaḥ.
So what's actually going on here? On the surface, it seems pretty straightforward, right? Warrior sees enemy, warrior raises bow. But if we look just a little bit closer, there's this incredible psychological drama that's starting to unfold. Let's break it down. The whole thing starts with the very first word, Atha, which just means now. But this isn't just any now. This one little word is like a hinge. It's the exact point where the entire story pivots, away from the outer battlefield of armies and into the inner battlefield of Arjuna's mind. So, the verse tells us three really simple things. 1. Arjuna, the one whose banner has the emblem of Hanuman, sees his enemies all lined up and ready for battle. 2. He knows this is it. The arrows are about to start flying. And 3. He lifts his legendary bow, Gandhiva. Now on the surface, this looks like a hero's move, right? The confident warrior ready for battle. But the great commentators, like Shankara, they ask us to pause and look deeper. Is this really a conscious choice born from courage? Or is it just a reflex, an automatic, conditioned response?
And the Vedantic view suggests a really powerful sequence here. First, he sees the opposition. Then the reflex kicks in. His identity as a warrior just takes over and his hand automatically goes to his bow. This is his ego, the ahamkara, doing exactly what it's been trained for years to do. But in that exact moment, his ego crashes head-on into the terrifying reality of what's about to happen. You see, the real clarity, the wisdom, it's not here yet. That only comes after this first reflex.
And here's the crucial insight from the commentary. This action, this raising of the bow, it isn't coming from Arjuna's true, deep self. No, it's being driven by his conditioning, his role as a warrior, his training, his identity. It's an action born out of pure habit. His mind is just reacting before his soul even has a chance to speak.
And you know what? This ancient dilemma isn't just Arjuna's story. It's a perfect mirror for the inner conflicts that we face every single day.
Okay, so Arjuna raises a literal bow. But what's our bow? Well, it's that quick, defensive thing you say in an argument before even listening. It's that rock-solid opinion you state before you've heard the other side. It's that sudden, unthinking decision you make based on pure habit, without really thinking about the consequences. We raise our position before we even understand the battlefield.
And what this moment really teaches us is that the most important battle, it's not the one happening out there. It's the one happening inside our own minds. That conflict between our automatic reflex and our potential for true wisdom.
So Arjuna has raised his bow. The action has started. But what he does next, well, that turns out to be the most important part of the entire story. He lifts the bow out of reflex, but he doesn't shoot. Instead, he asks Krishna to stop the chariot. He creates a pause. And it's in that tiny space between the impulse to act and the final action
that the entire wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita is born. We'll explore that world-changing pause next time.